Hello, everyone. Welcome back to On the Air with Brett and Claire.
I'm Brett.
And I'm Claire. And we're on YouTube again this week.
Woo.
So,
Camera's working.
yeah, knock on wood. It's working for right now. So, if you want to, go watch us on YouTube at On the Air with Brett and Claire. We have our fireplace going again. You can see a little more of it this week. So,
Yeah, we've got our
that's a positive.
chopped up Christmas tree in a vase.
Yep. And we have the window wide open to let in the cold air.
Yeah, it was getting kind of hot in here, even though the AC's on, but I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking extra red this week also, so just nobody comment on that. Let's just ignore it. But today's episode is going to be like about Christmas traditions, and we're going to toast and roast them. So toast is like we like it, obviously, and roast means we don't.
We like it.
Yeah, but that's pretty self-explanatory, kind of. So, yeah, that's what we're going to talk about in this week's episode.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. Stay tuned. And get ready. Buckle up.
Buckle up. All right. You want to do the life update?
Yeah, so there's not much to report on. It's been a pretty slow week. I've been just working, and I feel like I got my groove back a little bit. Thanksgiving week threw me off, and I don't know. I hit the ground running on Monday, and I feel a lot better today. And Claire is preparing for school more. She's got like all of your books, right?
No.
Oh, she's
They're
got some
ordered.
of her books.
Yeah, they're ordered, but...
Yeah. And, just trying to get everything in a row for Christmas so that we're not, I think, as thrown off balance as Thanksgiving was.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a rough week for me. I'm like...
Me too.
at an all-time low, honestly. But we won't dwell on that too much. We're just going to... think happy thoughts and talk about Christmas traditions.
Yeah, and I mean, it hasn't felt like Christmas, but I'm hoping this gets us more excited for it because, I don't know, it's been a little colder and I see more Christmas lights and it feels a little more like Christmas, but we're really close and it does not feel totally like Christmas yet, but
no,
we'll do our best.
Yeah, I get excited when it like finally feels colder and it's like gloomy outside. But the next day it's 75 degrees and I'm no longer excited. So it comes in waves, you know?
Yeah, today was pretty cold though. The wind, it made it freezing.
Yeah, it was pretty cold with the winds. Yeah. The dogs are liking it. Sorry if y'all missed the dogs, by the way. There's just no real way to like include them anymore.
Yeah. They just go crazy.
Well, and like we're not on the couch. There's nowhere for them to sit. They usually sit on our old podcasting couch. But since we have the window open, they will try to jump out. So they're not in the room today. But
yeah, they'll jump straight through the screen mesh window thingy. And yeah, they'll try to jump in our laps and they'll make it impossible to keep track of what's going on. And it makes a ton of noise. And it's really, you can't just edit that out. So... this is the best we can do right now.
Yeah, there might be some street noise because the window is open, but I need air. Like, I'm in a sweatshirt, and I probably shouldn't be because I'm not cold, but it's for the vibes.
Yeah, we're just going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's really it, though, because this is being recorded, like, how many days since our last time we recorded?
Well, today's Tuesday, and we recorded our last episode
on
Saturday that went out Sunday. So we're trying to get a little bit ahead so that we can actually stick with the Thursday upload schedule. So we deserve a double gold star. Like, we're going to get this out by Thursday, and there's a YouTube video, and you can see the whole fireplace in the TV. Like, incredible. Yeah. We're doing amazing.
Yeah, you got a full view of the fireplace. It's pretty high def. I don't know if you can even tell on the camera thing, but
yeah, it might be like a copyright issue with YouTube, honestly, but I don't know. We're just going with it because it
will be YouTube stuff on
looks
YouTube.
Cute, even though it's off center. So sorry about that. But yeah, for our non-YouTube watchers, sorry that we just ramble about YouTube for the first like 7 minutes of every single episode.
And then some episodes were not even on YouTube.
Yep. But yeah, hopefully this one makes it to YouTube, and I guess we can go ahead and get into our Christmas traditions and toasting and roasting them. Okay, so we're going to start with our personal family traditions, like that we do every year and that we enjoy. And then we'll get into some other things after that. So we're just going to start there.
You want to go or you want me?
I can start. So the first one is Christmas Eve present opening. Like when oh my gosh, there's such a breeze with this window open. It's flowing. It's throwing my notes around. This might be a rough one, guys, so buckle up. But so Christmas Eve. So since I was a young child, I was always allowed to open up one present on Christmas Eve, which I think this is a pretty common one, but it's either like you do it or you don't. Like some people are super against it, and then other people are all for it. But since we've been married, your family has started opening every gift on Christmas Eve, and I feel like I started that.
Yeah, I think it was just convenient, but also, I don't know, I think it's the way to go, because then you can sleep in and you can just enjoy more of, like my mom would make a breakfast casserole, which was really good on Christmas morning usually, I feel like, and then I think we would have like a Christmas dinner, but yeah, the Christmas day would actually be spent eating good food and just hanging out, and if it snowed or there was ice outside, like that was a bonus, you know.
There's like never snow or ice on Christmas.
I feel like there was one Christmas where that happened, and that was like the greatest ever.
That does not ring a bell.
Maybe it was
me.
around Christmas, but not on. Either way, like we just enjoy food and our time together. We don't usually open gifts on Christmas.
But y'all used to, right?
Yeah, I mean, we would usually just open one or two on Christmas Eve, and then yeah, we would do the normal Christmas. But now I feel like it's more of you open all your gifts, like your family's gifts that night, Christmas Eve night, and then on Christmas you enjoy your time and eat, or you can go to like other parts of your family and do Christmas with them, kind of, you know. I feel like we've done that before a couple times.
Like once.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. You can split it up. Like you don't have to do everything right on Christmas, I think. Like Christmas Eve is close enough, especially if you wait until midnight, like it's Christmas.
Yeah, I personally think Christmas is the most depressing day of the whole year because it just signifies the holiday season being over. And once you like open the gifts, you eat the food, it's like, okay, what now? Like now we have New Year's to look forward to, which is one of the worst holidays. Like nobody really cares about it that much.
Everyone just gets drunk and parties, and they regret it the next day.
Yeah, I use it as an opportunity to like make my little vision board for the year, and like that's always fun, but it's just like the end of the holiday season, which is the best part of the whole year. It's like the start of warmer weather basically here, and it's I don't know.
I feel like our winter, like our coldest part of winter happens in January, like through February usually.
Yeah, I mean you're not wrong, but Christmas is still just like depressing. Like the day of, like I love the Christmas season, but the day of Christmas is always kind of sad.
Christmas feels like the new year to me, basically.
Yeah, there's just so much hype like leading up to it, and then it gets there and it's like, well, all right, it'll happen again next year.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
comes like birthdays. Goes.
Yeah, it's like too quick.
Yeah,
I wish it was like a Christmas week.
I mean, really, the whole like from November 1st for me until Christmas is like Christmas.
I know, but I mean like how what's the Jewish not Kwanzaa? Hanukkah. Yeah, like Hanukkah lasts like over a week or two, right?
It's 12 days.
Yeah, like so they get like multiple presents. Like I feel like that's better because you get to like savor the presents longer, and like the holiday just stretches out.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I think we should do that with Christmas. Maybe we can get a petition going or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like change Christmas.
We're gonna be down for that.
I don't know, extend Christmas to 12 days. I feel like people would love it.
Yeah. I don't know. Next one is looking at Christmas lights. This isn't really like a Christmas tradition per se, but it's something that I enjoy doing, and I
feel like it's a tradition. We do it every year.
But it's not really like on Christmas. It's more just part of the Christmas season.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, but I mean, that's also pretty self-explanatory. Like, usually we go to like the Trail of Lights, or like there's that thing called Enchant, I think, that's usually at the Texas Rangers like little stadium. Or there's a lot of like little Christmas events like that, but they're pretty expensive, honestly. Like, some of them will be like $60 a person, or like the Gaylord Ice thing. That's always fun. But this year we're sticking to driving around neighborhoods, and then maybe the Trail of Lights in Dallas. That's only $15, and we can see it from our window, and it's really makes me want to go to it, because like there's a Ferris wheel. I don't really like Ferris wheels like that, but like I can see the Ferris wheel, and it just makes me want to go.
Yeah, we
to
can
the
see
Trail
it
of Lights.
from our like view out of our windows. We see this Ferris wheel, and there's like a ton of lights over there.
Yeah, so it seems fun. So we might do that. But just in any capacity, like looking at lights, like just on houses or in a ticketed kind of way. Like, I feel like we've done that every year.
Yeah, it's always fun, especially the big ones where it's like synced up. Are you saying that? It's like synced up to music and you drive through. It's fun. Yeah, I like that one a lot. And then the Gaylord Ice thing is cool because it changes every year. So the theme of it changes, and they actually they're pretty good, like sculptures.
No, they're super
and
cool.
they're huge.
My only qualm is that it's always super crowded, so you're just kind of like fighting through everyone, like trying to look at things. Like, I feel like they need to limit the capacity a little bit more, but I know a lot of people want to see it, so it's understandable.
You can't like sit there and really enjoy something without blocking tons of people for a while.
Yeah, and I always feel bad, like I'm in the way, so I try to kind of rush through it, and it's like, why do we just spend $50 to run through this thing? Yeah. But it's still cool. Like,
There's
would go
like
again.
ice slides at the end and like all kinds of cool stuff, which we did the ice slides one time, right? Or did I not do it? Did you engage?
Maybe, yeah.
I remember watching y'all do it, but I can't remember if I did it. But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it's fun, especially... I mean, we don't have kids, so I don't know, but like...
No, we did the one where it's like, there's slides where you're like on a tube thing, and then there's... So loud.
That was aggressive.
There was the slides like before the very end of the ice sculpture thing where you like can go down just like on your butt, you know? And then there was like the tube ones at the very end. And I feel like I did the ones that like were before the end, and then y'all did the ones on the tube.
Yeah.
Which was cool. Both were fun.
Yeah, that was fun. It's... Like I was saying, like, we don't have kids, obviously, but if you do have kids, I think it's probably really fun to take them to that, because there's a lot of, like, kid-centered activities.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go this year now that we're talking about it.
Yeah, I feel like it was expensive, though.
Yeah. We'll see. But, yeah, so that's always fun. But anyway, obviously there's, like, a million different ways to look at lights, but however you can see them, it's a fun time.
Yeah, and the best part about it for me is like when you kind of hunt for it. Like, we always just kind of wander around neighborhoods, and sometimes you'll come across like a secret part of a neighborhood that like everyone does the most insane lights for no reason, and it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite thing. Like, we went and saw this really crazy one this last time, like a couple weeks ago. And like their whole yard, all their trees, everything was covered in lights, like totally covered. And it was like flashing different colors. It was kind of wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool ones around here, honestly.
Yeah. No, Highland Park's a good place to go.
Yeah, for sure.
You want me to do one?
Yeah.
All right. So,
sorry, I'm like slapping my paper around. It's just like blowing.
Cleaning up decorations immediately after Christmas. I don't really like this as like a thing, but I guess it is a tradition, because it's like as soon as we're done, you're like, all right, let's pack it all up like it's over. Yeah,
the past couple of years I have taken down all the Christmas decorations on Christmas Day, and we'll speak more about that later, so we can kind of move on from that one, but that has become a tradition in our household.
Yeah, definitely. The next one is baking Christmas cookies with Claire's aunt.
Yeah, that one's really for me. And I don't do this anymore because my family like doesn't really get together for Christmas. But when I was younger, I would always bake Christmas cookies with my aunt. And it was always really fun, but we don't really do that anymore. So
Yeah. What kind of cookies would they be? Like sugar cookies?
Yeah, which I don't even love sugar cookies really, but like we would always make them fun shapes, and yeah, just with my aunt and my mom, and it was always fun. Like just the act of doing it
Yeah.
was
Well,
fun.
maybe we should do that, but we can get like better recipes because I feel like didn't y'all make those for like Christmas that one year? You made them, like you baked them and everything, and they were like,
Yeah.
I thought they were very bland.
Yeah, they were not.
They tasted
The
like
best.
bread.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Okay, so the last one is, this isn't fully a tradition as much as I would like it to be, but like sponsoring a child, or doing like the angel tree. We've done it once before when we were financially able to do so. This year, don't have a ton of excess funds, unfortunately, but
Is that the shoebox thing where you fill it?
no, that's where you go shopping for the child. Or like
we
a
got
family.
shoes whenever I remember when we did that. That
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah, we went to like tons of different stores and they have stuff they want on there, right?
Yeah, they give you a little list of like things that the child wants, or like the mom or dad even, like things that they want or need, and you just kind of shop for them, and then I want to say it's through the Salvation Army, and then they like deliver it all to them and get it all ready.
Yeah, I remember we got all the stuff and then we went to the Salvation Army and we just gave it to them.
Yeah, and they handle it from there. But it's really rewarding, and yeah, I think if you're financially able to do so, it's a really great thing to do.
I just hope it actually makes it to them.
No, it definitely does, because I was a recipient at one point in my life. Not for like a bunch of Christmas gifts, but for a winter coat, which is still cool. So,
Yeah.
like, I was an angel tree recipient. So, I know the joy that it brings those children. So, I'm gonna get emotional about it. But, like, I know that it goes a long way for
Yeah, I mean, if you're
kids.
able to give,
and the adults, too.
like that's the Christmas spirit anyways, you know, is giving to others, and that's more rewarding, and the biggest gift is giving to others, you know. I feel like,
Yeah.
especially for a kid that really needs to like get that Christmas experience because their parent or guardian, whatever, can't give it to them, like that's a big deal.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I would like that to become an every year thing, and I would like to do that for a multitude of children, but unfortunately we're just not in that position this year. But if you are, I really encourage you to do it. It might be too late, but I feel like there's still things you can do at this point.
Yeah, and it just feels good. So.
Yeah. Even make like a $5 donation to something. Like, that's something we can do, you know? Maybe not like spend a bunch of money getting Christmas gifts for someone, but there's always a cause that you can help. So I encourage you to do that. You got
Yep.
anything else on that one?
No, it's a good thing. Do it if you can.
Yeah. That's really most of our like personal traditions, unless you have any others you can think of. We kind of like just, we don't,
I don't
have
know.
a lot
Our
of,
gift, like giving to each other, has been somewhat of a tradition the last couple of years where I feel like we don't really know what to get each other completely, and we end up getting a bunch of random Amazon stuff that's fun, like that we don't really know what it is. And I don't know. That's kind of fun for couples, maybe, to like,
I feel like mainly for the stocking stuff we do
Yeah.
that.
like just like the smaller kind of random gifts. But it's fun to you kind of realize like how much you know about them whenever you start looking for gifts, and you have to be creative. And Amazon has like anything you can think of almost, so it's pretty fun.
But so does Etsy or like small businesses.
Yeah.
So again, this is like so late in the year. It's kind of too late to order from those places, unfortunately. But I do prefer to like, you know, shop small and the local businesses.
Go to your local like downtown town square thingy and see if there's any boutiques that you can support.
Yeah.
And
for
get some
sure.
fun stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like our Christmases kind of have not been the same like any year.
No, we just like fit it in however we can.
Yeah, we just kind of end up doing whatever. Like, there's not really super strong traditions, like, for the day of.
Yeah. I kind of like it that way, though, because if you do the same exact thing every year, I feel like it gets boring.
Yeah, I like having traditions for the time leading up to Christmas, like Christmas movies too. Like we talked about a few episodes ago, there's a list of like 7 movies that we watch endlessly from Halloween till Christmas. So that's a fun tradition, and I like those, but for the day of, I'm not super attached to any one thing.
Yeah, we've watched the same 3 movies a lot of times now already.
Well, it's like 6 or 7.
Yeah, we've watched a lot of new ones, random ones, but there's a lot floating around out there, so we're trying to expand our, I don't know, inventory of go-to Christmas movies.
Yeah. Okay, so if that's all for our personal ones, then we can get into traditions to toast. So the first one for me is decorating a Christmas tree. This is super important, and I feel like Christmas trees just symbolize so much. And I wanted to give a brief history of the Rockefeller Christmas tree, just because I think it's interesting, and like that tree is like the pinnacle of all Christmas trees. Like, it's the most iconic tree, and yeah, it has a lot of history to it. So
Yeah, and you see it on movies, TV, like everyone knows it.
yeah, and seeing it in person is amazing too.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to read you a brief history of the Rockefeller Christmas tree. So it started in 1931 when some construction workers gathered all of their money together to purchase a 20-foot Christmas tree. Which that's still a really big tree, but it's so much bigger than that now. So that's kind of crazy. And then in 1933, the first official tree lighting ceremony took place. Which now, like, the tree lighting ceremony is televised, and it's kind of like the ball dropping on New Year's Eve, but, I mean, not as hyped up, but
It's
still.
basically the same thing. It's
Yeah.
like the pregame for that.
Yeah, literally. Like, there's performances, and it's a really big deal. So, yeah. And then in 2007, the tree was donated to Habitat for Humanity for the first time to supply lumber to build houses, and they've been donating the tree ever since. So that's what I think is cool, because you see this huge tree that's been grown for literal generations in someone's family, and it's like, wow, that's really sad. Like, it's a pretty tree, but they cut it down and it's just gonna die. But no, they chop it all up and donate the lumber to Habitat for Humanity. So
I just find it amazing. It's a real tree. I mean, it's
Yeah.
huge. Like if you ever get to go see it in person, it's kind of mind blowing, because right before they light it up or whatever, there's just scaffolding all around it, and you would think they're building some insane structure, but it's literally just a tree, like a real tree there.
yeah, it's honestly
kind
really
of
crazy.
insane.
Yeah. Also, each tree has a really beautiful story. Like, I forget the specifics of this year's tree, but I want to say this guy and his wife like planted the tree, and then his wife passed away, and he like donated it in her honor. I might be making that up, so like don't go telling other people that, but it was something along those lines. But if you like look up the history of each tree, there's a lot of like beautiful stories with it, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
And then so this year's tree stands at 74 feet tall, and it's just an iconic symbol of Christmas for people literally all over the world. And
It's like 7 stories tall.
yeah, it's huge. Like it's really huge. And when I was researching this, it said that it's estimated that 500,000 people travel from across the world to see the tree. I think it's way more than that. Like, I don't know if that just means people physically traveling there, but like the population of New York is 8 million. So I feel like,
That's just Manhattan.
yeah. So I feel like it's got to be way more people, because Christmas is the busiest time of year in New York. So I feel like 500,000 seems like not a correct number.
Yeah, I think one of those tour guides we listened to was saying, like, on busy holidays like that, it can be around like 12 to 15 million easy,
Yeah.
if not more. It's just like I don't even know how you would keep track of everyone, but
Yeah.
that's a ton of people.
Yeah, so I don't know where they're getting that number, but I think that's incorrect personally. But yeah, I love the tree. I love the meaning of the tree. And I think that the tree getting donated just aligns with the meaning of Christmas. And so I appreciate that part of it. So that's my rant about the Rockefeller Christmas tree and how it's beautiful and amazing. But yeah, I enjoy decorating our Christmas tree. I feel like all of our ornaments have, not all of them, but most of our ornaments have special meanings attached to them or just like sentimental value.
Well, yeah, you can collect them where you go places, you get new stuff, and yeah, it's not just random stuff you bought at Target,
Yeah.
which, I mean, it can look pretty, but like it's cooler when each one is like a memory.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with ornaments from Target if they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know. Like we have one that's like a donut that my mom got and it just brings me joy because it's cute. So places like Anthropologie and Target, like they have cute ornaments that can represent something about you or like something you did that year that can be just as sentimental and cool as like a ornament from somewhere you traveled to.
Yeah, no, that's right. Because like Target has like a whole wall of like these crazy ones now.
Yeah.
And like there's all kinds of stuff, and so you can get one that means something to you,
Yeah, which
Or
I
like
think is cool.
Inside joke y'all think is funny. Like they always have weird stuff. Like they have sriracha bottles and
Yeah.
hot dogs, weird stuff.
Yeah, even HEB too. They have their own Christmas ornaments now that it's like an HEB tortilla.
Yeah, I kind of like that one. They had a shopping cart too that was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you have any other traditions to toast? Because I realized there's not a lot of Christmas traditions that I like. There's more that I have to roast.
I mean, I was thinking about it. Like I have specific ones that I like. And maybe other people do them, but like my family when I was younger, like I feel like we used to, or I guess not younger, like high school, we used to like we liked older movies, like from the 80s, 90s, stuff like that. And we would, like at night, we would all make like either a cup of coffee or a like hot chocolate or something, and we would all sit around and watch one of these movies, and that was always really fun. I like that.
Yeah, that's cute.
Really, if you just enjoy movies, though, not everyone enjoys movies.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest movie watcher, so that sounds like horrible for me. But
we loved it. The
I know
longer,
for
the
your
better.
family, like y'all probably loved it.
Yeah, like a good 3.5 hour long movie that's super in depth. Like those are the best.
Yeah, that's actually my nightmare. But
Yeah, I love those.
y'all are big movie people, so I'm sure that was fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that one, and then trying to think of what else we would do, but I don't know. With like my cousins too, like we would, because like we're always really close, so like we would do like double Christmas. So like they would come over to our house, and like my parents would have gifts for them and us, and then we would go over to their house, and there'd be like a whole nother round of gifts, and like that was kind of cool too. It's like you can kind of share Christmas, but like make it even better. You don't have to like give up anything.
Yeah, that is nice. Kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really all I can think of, I think. If I think of something else, I'll say it, but
Okay, I guess we can move on to our traditions to roast. So, I have quite a few of these, which makes me seem... Actually, no, I don't. Well, kind of. Yeah, I feel like it's going to make me seem like a Christmas hater, and I'm so not. Like, I love Christmas. It's just... I don't know. There's not a ton of Christmas traditions that I'm super passionate about. So, the first one I want to roast is fake Christmas trees. And this is with a caveat because we have 2 fake Christmas trees right now and not a real one. But I grew up with only real Christmas trees. Like my mom was very anti-fake tree, and so I was very anti-fake tree. And the only reason that we have fake trees now is because the real ones don't go on sale until really after Thanksgiving, and I like to decorate before then. So
yeah, we decorate like right after Halloween, basically.
yeah, usually Halloween night. Like that's
Yeah.
a Christmas tradition, I guess,
Yes,
is like
Halloween.
we decorate on Halloween night. But yeah, it makes me sad because I always want a real tree, like hence why we have literal tree branches as our floral arrangement. Cuz they just bring me so much joy, and like that's just what I grew up with. But they are a hassle. They shed needles everywhere. You have to water them every day. I feel like our trees would always die because I would never water it every day.
We had a couple of real trees though. Like,
yeah, we did.
I never really liked the real tree. I do like the way it smells, but I don't know. Like the sap somehow gets everywhere. Like it'll be sticky stuff. Like,
so are you roasting real trees?
I don't know. I kind of am. I guess. Like, I like the real tree, but like, yeah, there's sap. The pine needles do go everywhere. Like you step on them and they get stuck to your socks. And
but that's also true because like our fake trees that we have are flocked. That stuff gets everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. But like I feel like the ornaments fall off of real trees too more because like they get if you don't water them right, like they get kind of like droopy and then ornaments just fall off.
Yeah, you're not entirely wrong about that.
And it's really hard to water too because if it's really bushy, like to get under there and like fill that little tiny cup up with water that's like holding it up is difficult. So I'm kind of a fan of the fake ones.
It's paper. Yeah.
Maybe like a little real tree like off in the distance like of the apartment or house. Like it's decorated but it's like easy to take care of.
Well, maybe we'll get a little real tree and put it right here just for the next 2 episodes we'll have.
It'll be higher than the TV.
Yeah, maybe. But okay, those are our thoughts on real versus fake. I'm always going to be a real tree fan at heart, but unfortunately I've had to really since COVID. I think after COVID everybody started decorating for Christmas way earlier because everyone was just kind of like in a dark time and we all needed the Christmas joy. And so I'm pretty sure that was the first year that we got a fake tree because I was just ready to decorate for Christmas.
Yeah, and it is kind of ridiculous how long it does take for them to come out, but
also they would die. Like if
that's true. Yeah, maybe that's the reason
why.
The reason. They're living. They need water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah. And then the other one I had to roast is caroling. So I feel like people don't really do this anymore. Like I've personally never had a group of carolers show up anywhere I've ever lived. Have you?
I could have, but I don't remember it really.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. If you go caroling with your family, like that's great and that's a really cute thing. But I just think it's weird, and if somebody were to knock on our door and just like burst into song and like we have to sit there and listen to them sing Christmas songs,
like slam the door.
No, but I would be really uncomfortable. Like I would smile and like be thankful or whatever, but I would be like, okay, this is so awkward.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and like we used to like when we were in school, we would go caroling at nursing homes, and that's kind of different because they're like expecting it, and it's, you know, they're very appreciative, but like you see in movies a lot of people just show up at people's houses and knock on the door and like burst into song, and I just think that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I would not personally go caroling myself, I don't think. I just wouldn't want to sing for strangers.
I would be more apt to go than I would to like be
to watch it.
Yeah, than to be excited of someone like standing at the door. Like that's almost more awkward than being.
It just almost seems like you got to be real confident. It's like that people want to hear you singing.
Yeah.
Like I don't like unless you're like incredible, like Kelly Clarkson or something. Like
Mariah Carey.
Like, what's the point? You know, like everyone's got a radio now or like speaker, like they can play Christmas music.
Well, maybe that is the point, like for community and all of that. But I don't love that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think people do it though at all really anymore.
Yeah, let us know if y'all go caroling or like you have carolers in your neighborhood, or if you know anyone that still does that, because I don't.
No, I've never met a caroler.
Yeah, me neither.
Is that what you call them, a caroler?
Yeah. Do you have any more to roast?
I don't really know. I hate whenever... I don't even know, honestly. Like, people they put too much pressure on stuff where... I was like that movie we watched, like The Bad Moms, where it's like the mom that makes it like miserable for at least her and like her daughter who's now a mom, and like people do that stuff, you know. It's
Yeah.
like they miss the point of Christmas, and I don't like decorating and making it like fun, like that's one thing, but killing yourself and like making everyone miserable to, I don't know, impress your kids or whatever you're doing, impress your friends, like that's not cool.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's just a waste of time, and like ultimately no one cares.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's a fine balance between going overboard and like doing just enough.
yeah, also like I really don't like the what is it, white elephant stuff.
Yeah.
I really don't think that's like fun. Like I don't know.
Like Secret Santa or White Elephant? Like when you draw a name and you shop for that person, or like when
I think Secret Santa's better because you at least have like, you can like really give a thoughtful gift, but like White Elephant is just like, let's play musical chairs with like items, you know?
See, I'm the opposite. I prefer White Elephant because there's less pressure. Because sometimes with Secret Santa, like if you're doing it at work or something, like you'll get somebody that you don't really know that well, and it's like, ugh, are they gonna like this or are they not? And then White
Yeah.
Elephant, there's no pressure. You can just bring something that you want yourself and then try to steal it back.
Try to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of that. I like targeted gift giving, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I like
do
the thought
too.
behind it. I don't like just random buying of, honestly, most of the time junk that people just don't need and then ends up being trash or wasted. So,
Yeah.
but that's about all I can think of. I'm not like, I don't hate on a lot of Christmas stuff because even if it's corny and stupid or whatever, like I still kind of like it, you know? But I agree with caroling, and like I think caroling's dumb, but
I don't think it's dumb. I just
I
think
kinda
I would
think
be
it's dumb,
incredibly
like-
uncomfortable
like you
if
just
I got
walk
a
around
knock on the door when somebody started singing. Like, I would
I
not
would
know
just
what
be
to
like,
do.
what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
like I understand like when they didn't have a way to easily just play music, like they would do that, but like
Yeah.
we got music now that we can play 24/7.
Yeah. Well, okay, now we have a rapid fire toast or roast. So I just put like a few different random things on here, and we're going to talk about if we raise a
Just, like,
toast
our
or
opinion
roast
on it?
them. Yeah.
Okay.
So first one is eggnog.
I'm like 50-50. Sometimes I like it and sometimes I hate it.
Yeah, I'm also 50-50, but I've only ever had it when my uncle makes it. And
I want that eggnog. 'Cause
I feel
I've
like
only
if
had
I-
cheap stuff, or my mom's probably made some good stuff, but
Yeah, I'm sure she has. But I feel like if I were to drink it out of the bottle or whatever, like out of the eggnog jug, I would not like it. But
yeah, I don't think I've ever had it with alcohol though.
I've only ever had it with alcohol. And I'm not even a drinker really, like, at
Yeah,
all.
I've never had it
But
with
my
that.
uncle definitely makes it with alcohol. And it's good. It just, I don't know. It has a different flavor.
Is there actual eggs in it? I don't even know what's in eggnog.
I don't know.
Like, is it egg whites or something?
Probably, but
Yeah.
that seems unsanitary. So I don't know. I
Well,
really
they
couldn't.
make cocktails with egg whites in it and they shake it and it makes it foamy.
It's not foamy.
Well, it's like a weird.
It
kinda
almost tastes like
consistency.
bubble gum to me.
Maybe I have had it.
Like a bubble gummy, like, aftertaste.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to look up eggnog and see what's in it. Maybe we can make some.
I'm not that interested in making it. I mean, if you want to, go for it. But yeah, I'm pretty, like, I could give or take it. Okay, next one is Hallmark movies.
I've never cared about Hallmark movies.
I think roast. I'm not, like, Hallmark specifically.
Anytime that one has been put on, I just fall asleep or I go do something else.
It's so hard to watch. And, like, I love a Christmas movie. Even, like, Lindsay Lohan's latest one.
I
Can't
don't
even
know
think
the
of the name.
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's like, it just came out on Netflix.
There's two of them. Like, she's in two that she did.
Yes, the first one was not that great, in my opinion. Didn't love it. But I still watched it. It wasn't as bad as, like, a Hallmark movie. But
It was pretty close, though. Like, to the style of the way they did it. But
the one where she gets the concussion? Or the new one?
either one, I feel like they're both just, like, formula Christmas movies.
Yeah, but I think you can have that and it be done well. And I think her newest one was done a lot better than the older one.
Yeah.
I feel like it's called like This Is Our Secret or something.
I have no idea.
I don't know either, but that one was pretty good. And I love certain Christmas movies like Elf, Home Alone, specifically the New York one.
I love A Christmas Story.
Cannot get behind that movie.
That's a tradition in my family, I guess I should say. Like, we would watch that movie every single year. And growing up, everyone says I look like that kid, especially with these glasses I have on right now.
You definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it. That's a roast for me, is that movie. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried and I just cannot get behind it.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, next one. We are approaching time here, so I'll try to fly through these a little bit more, but making gingerbread houses.
You always want to do this, but I don't like doing it. I think it's a waste of food products.
Yeah, I think it's fun. My uncle would make like the most amazing gingerbread houses. And I think it's fun, but I'm also kind of 50-50 because I always want to do it. And then I start doing it and I get over it like really quick because my roof will never stay on or like, I don't know, it just gets really annoying really fast.
I feel like you don't use enough icing to hold it together.
Probably not, but I'm not very good at like crafty things like that. Like I like to take pictures, I like to make things on a computer, but when it comes to like things like that, like building sculptures basically, like that is
I just
not
feel
my
like the
forte.
kits are boring too because it's literally just a box and a roof. Like,
I don't know, I still do think it's fun.
eh.
It's a toast for me, actually. I'm changing my answer because it's
I mean, if you're
the
into
experience is fun, but I've never eaten one and I would never eat one because that just seems
we got an
disgusting.
Oreo one time and I tried that and it still tasted stale somehow.
Yeah, all the ingredients are like stale immediately, I feel like.
Yeah, and there's like no flavor or sugar, it seems like. Like it'll be candy with no sugar.
I think there's a lot of sugar, but
It tastes bad. I don't know. It tastes like box.
yeah. Yeah, it does.
Like cardboard box.
Yeah. Okay, ham versus turkey.
Ham.
Yeah.
I always go for the ham. Turkey I just leave alone most of the time. I'll eat like a couple pieces, but I'm always eating what is that ham called?
honey baked ham.
Yeah, that stuff is unbeatable.
I
Unless
agree.
you make like a really good homemade one. I don't know.
I agree. But your dad makes a good turkey.
Yeah. Probably
We've
my
been really
favorite.
hyping up his food. On the
He
past
makes like
couple
a few
episodes.
he makes a few things like very well. Like he's
Yeah.
trialed and errored it for a long time.
Yeah. All right. Fruitcake.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Terrible.
go. No, I've only had it like one time, but I feel like it gets a lot of hate, and I don't think it deserves as much hate as it gets.
I don't know. I was betrayed by fruitcake. Like when I was younger, we did this game where you like go. We do it at my
A cakewalk.
what?
A cakewalk.
Yeah, we did. I forget what. Yeah, we did a cakewalk, and I was young and I'd never seen a fruitcake before, but it looks so good. I was like, oh my gosh, all the colors and like it looks good. And I was like, I won, and I was like, I want the fruitcake, and everyone was like, okay. And I was like, what? And I took like one bite, and I was like crying. I think I was like, I want a real cake. Like this is disgusting. And I was like so betrayed. So never again fruitcake.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Okay.
That's my story.
All right, hot chocolate.
I don't know really because I've only had really cheap hot chocolates like the powder mixes, and the one we just recently got was terrible. It was, I don't even know what brand it was, but it made both of our stomachs hurt. But I see recipes all the time, like on videos where they make like fancy hot chocolate where they like melt down like actual chocolate bars and like they do all the stuff, and those look really good.
I'm roasting it for now. I used to love hot chocolate. Past few times I've had it, I do not like it anymore. So it's a roast for me.
I'm going to make some good stuff and maybe we'll change it.
Okay. Christmas decorations left out until New Year's. Roast for me. Hate that. That's why I take everything down day of Christmas. Like once Christmas is over, it's over. I want all traces of Christmas removed, and I'm ready to clean everything, like make everything sparkling and ready for the new year.
I kind of disagree. I feel
That's
like
fine.
it's like what we were talking about with the like stretching out Christmas to like a longer time. Like if you don't put it up till then, you just get to bask in the Christmas glory, you know?
Yeah, no, because
like
the Christmas is already gone, so there's nothing to bask in.
You can still pretend it's there though.
But no, I don't pretend.
I
like
don't
that.
know. I like it.
I'm realistic. Once Christmas is over, my decorations will be gone. So
Yeah.
I'm already like been planning in my head because we have a storage unit right now. And I'm like, okay, so you're off the day after Christmas. Like, do we use that to go get the boxes from storage? Or, like, should I go get the boxes from storage this week? Like, to be able
It's just like the last thing I want to do on Christmas Day is pack up all the Christmas stuff. Like,
I get it. But the day after, I feel like is realistic.
I don't know. It still seems too soon to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're the boss,
We'll
though.
see.
I'll put it up the day after, the day on if you want.
I mean, I pretty much do it all anyway, so. Okay, so next one, traveling for Christmas. Toast or roast?
I don't know, honestly.
Like, it could be for a vacation. It's a toast for me. I love to travel. I'll take any opportunity I can get.
I guess
And if
I'll
I
lean towards the toast.
Yeah, because if I can travel somewhere cold, especially, like, sign me up. I'll be there.
Yeah, honestly, because I guess here it's very hot. Or not very hot, but it's not at all cold usually on Christmas Day. And it would be nice to spend Christmas Day, like, in a mountain cabin that's snowy and you can't really go outside. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Just have a fireplace.
Yeah. Okay, last one, Advent calendars.
I really don't care about them.
It's a roast for me because the whole point of Advent, the definition actually, is the 4-week period of preparation, anticipation, and reflection that leads up to Christmas. So nowadays, there's all these, I mean, honestly, like, I wouldn't turn down an Advent calendar because there's some cool stuff in them, but, like, I think it's, like, Christmas is becoming way too material, and Advent is supposed to be like about Jesus, and it's turning into like, ooh, it's December 1st, I get to open my new little Advent calendar number and like get whatever little prize is inside, and I think it takes away from the real meaning of Christmas. So for that reason, it's a roast.
I don't know, because there are really cool ones. Like, I've seen ones where it's like different chocolate bars from around the world or like different snacks.
There's ones for everything now.
Yeah, like, I don't know, that seems so exciting. And like, it's not, they don't have to be extravagant and cost a lot of money. Like, you could just be like
I agree,
a fun
I would
little
love
experience.
one, but like the point of it, like, I don't know.
I
think
toast it. I think it's become like a really cool thing, and like, you can look forward to it every year, and then whenever it gets to it, you can try a different one each year, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to try one kind of, but I don't think I've ever done one. Or if we did get one, I literally probably just opened every single one when I got it.
Yeah, that defeats the purpose.
But I was young. I would have been younger. I would have just been like, I'm opening all this. Like, I'm not waiting.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up. You have anything else you want to add?
I don't know. I just feel like everyone, or us personally, like, I want to just slow down a little bit before the end of the year, like, for real, because like this year just shot by, and I don't know, I'm hoping that we can like enjoy a little bit of it before it's gone, because the years go by way too fast, and Christmas, like I said, basically feels like the end of the year to me. Like, it's basically New Year's is Christmas Day in my head, it seems like. But yeah, I don't know, slow down, enjoy it, and I don't know, just really think about, again, like Thanksgiving, like, think about what the reason for it is, because everything is becoming very like a reason to buy like a new product or like spend more money and I guess like kind of show off in a way. Like it just, I don't know. It's not the reason for the season, and I don't know. I've been feeling that way this year.
Yeah, I would agree. But we will still see y'all before Christmas one more time.
Yeah, it feels like Christmas is literally next week, but
About 2 weeks. We got till Christmas.
yeah, I keep thinking it's next week, but and like we have this event at work, and like I'm so mixed up. It's going by too fast for me.
Yeah. Everybody needs to calm down. We'll all be fine. We're going to get through it.
Oh, if you are listening to this, because this comes out, yeah, this will come out before it. December 14th and 15th, that weekend in Walden Pond for Mattamy Homes, we're wrapping gifts for free, and that's just a little event we're doing. We don't expect y'all to stay or do anything. Like, we're just wrapping your gifts, and you can hang out and check the model out. So if you hear this and you want to do that, swing by if you can.
Go check them out in
It'd be
Forney.
great.
I won't be there because I don't have a car. But
Yeah. Maybe you can ride with me and we can bring the dogs and people will enjoy the dogs.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. All right. Thank y'all for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I already said this, but let us know your holiday traditions on the YouTube comments at On the Air with Brett and Claire. Send me an Instagram or send us an Instagram DM at On the Air with Brett and Claire. Let us know what you want to hear from us, what your holiday plans are. Let's just start a chat.
Yeah. Most people don't do that, I feel like.
No one sends us messages ever. So it would be nice though.
Yeah.
Like I would thoroughly appreciate it.
We're just waiting to get a message and we will respond real quick.
Yeah, honestly, the notifications are off though on my phone, so like I actually don't guarantee an immediate response, but I do check it at least once a week.
Yeah. Also, I think more than anything, we just want to hear back from y'all and make sure that y'all even like what we're doing.
Yeah, like just let us know something. Like, are we doing terrible? Have we like grown at all? Are y'all happy with the episodes that we put out?
Do we need over
to like,
it?
Yeah, do we need to completely switch directions? Like, we're trying to kind of just do different things. Like, I don't know.
We're just doing this for ourselves,
Yeah.
really, but like we still want to know, like, because ultimately, like, people watch it, so
Yeah, 16 of y'all, like, we were your number one podcast for the year because we got our own little Spotify Wrapped thing, and
which is mind.
that is incredible. Like, that
Yeah.
is absolutely amazing. So, shout out to y'all. Like,
Yeah, whoever you are.
yeah, you're probably in Germany, but
Yeah, for
y'all
real.
are the real ones. So, yeah, we appreciate all of you. Just let us know your thoughts, please. Like, even
We're, like, begging for
anonymously.
input, but yeah, it would be nice to hear something. But
Yeah.
that's
All
all
right.
I got for this episode.
Me too. I hope you'll have a great week, rest of your week, almost weekend, and we will be back on the 19th with another episode. That will be next Thursday. So until then,
Feliz Navidad.
yeah, just enjoy, make the most of the holiday season before Christmas actually comes around.
Yeah.
All right, follow what?
I was gonna say thank you for listening.
All right, follow us on Instagram at On the Air with Brett and Claire. Subscribe to the YouTube at On the Air with Brett and Claire. You can leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. That would be really nice of you to do. And we'll see you next Thursday.
See you guys. Thank you for listening.
Thanks. Bye. Oh, I dropped my mic. Bye.
Bye.